Show. My solo show. My solo show. I'm Laural Retz. Hi. That'll do. Hi, I'm Laural Retz, and this is my video diary. Beauty, Death and Decay was inspired by the sad passing of a dear family friend and matriarchal figure from my life. It made me realise that we are all young and beautiful once, but that passes and death and decay eventually follow. But the cycle continues as new beauty grows in the place of death and decay, to continue the ongoing balance and cycle of life. Blue Tongue expresses my views on female liberation. My heroine and her cat are hunting down and demolishing all phallic symbols from our landscape. The painting is called Blue Tongue for two reasons. Firstly, at her feet is a blue-tongue lizard hissing at her intrusion upon his territory. And secondly, on her head she wears a floral hat, which is a lasiandra flower, also known as a blue tongue by the Aboriginal people. So I spend about a couple of hours every day on Instagram, maybe a bit more, and maybe about half an hour on Facebook. Argali was inspired by my travels to northern India and Tibet in recent years. The woman featured wears a traditional Tibetan headdress made from local turquoise stones, red coral and gold. She also has a pair of Argali sheep horns on her head. The Argali sheep is a sacred animal in Tibet. The background was inspired by the brightly painted pillars of many Tibetan temples that I saw on my travels. This week's tip of the week is called shading 1 to 5. A tone is another name for a colour, and a shade is a variation from light to dark in that tone. When you're painting any shape, it's important to try to capture the 5 shades of each tone, with the highlight being number 1 and the darkest shade being number 5. Just like when you're driving a manual car, you should always know what gear you're in. So too, you should know what shade you're working with, whether it's from 1 to 5. If you can master this, you'll find that it brings depth, dimension and form to your work. So my tip of the week this week is shading 1 to 5.